first number for the jazz band is called Alianza. Alianza is the Spanish word for alliance. Now, I wrote these program notes, so they're not as good as Julia's. I apologize. Alianza is Spanish for the word alliance, and this piece brings two styles together, Latin and swing, in a high-energy arrangement. The soloists for Alianza are Connor Sterling on piano and Kelsey Stewart on trumpet. Here we go. Alianza. That was Kelsey Stewart on the trumpet. A little bit of Leo Malky on the drums back there. Freshman, first year player, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be great. And one more time, Connor Sterling on the piano. Second year, third year, right now, right here for Jazz Band. Most of these students on stage right here are also, they have another performance coming up in June, on June 7th with the band. Which is a good time for me to point out some upcoming events in the program if you do get a chance to see it. We are doing more things. There are more things on the calendar. There's a chorus showcase planned for next Wednesday. Is that June 2nd? Yes, coming up. The band's going to have a concert June 7th. The Band of the Guard is marching in the Memorial Day Parade in Sherman and New Milford. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Things are happening. We're doing stuff once again. But we do have one student on stage who, this is his thing. This is what he does. He's in jazz band for the second year, so I have his letter. I own his certificate. I owe ya. Connor Sterling, everybody, give him a big round of applause. The rest of the guys and girls up there, we'll get them on June 7th, I promise. Next song, Every Day I Have the Blues. This is actually written for a vocalist, like a soloist, and we didn't have one. So I just threw it out to the band, and I said, who wants to play the solo? A couple people were interested. I said, okay, good, you have to transcribe it by yourself. And they did. And they did a heck of a job. We have 3 students who kind of split it up. We have Riley Malky on alto saxophone, and Evan Klimowicz on trombone, and Corey Woolley on alto. They're going to be taking over the solo line for our next tune, Every Day I Have the Blues. One more hand for all those guys and all those souls. Like I said, they transcribed it, they practiced it, they made it their own, they added their own improv to it, they did a tremendous job. I want to give a shout out to Riley Mauke, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the presence of the #1 jazz alto saxophonist in the entire state of Connecticut, Riley Mauke, ladies and gentlemen. The CMEA Northern Region Jazz Band made it. He auditioned for the CMEA All-State Jazz Band, made it as the #1 alto saxophone player in the entire state of Connecticut. Right now, I just want to give a special shout out to all our seniors on stage. Thank you for all the time you put into this group here. I don't have your letters, you'll get them on the band concert, but we're going to say thank you to them, very special thank you to them. So we already heard from them once, but it's so amazing. Can you imagine going to college and being a biomedical engineer? Like, what would you do? I mean, I count to 4 and start over. Like, it's crazy going to Rochester Institute of Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Tristan Kafis. Going to the Western Connecticut State University, studying music performance, Corey Woolley. 4 years, you should stand. And finally, going to the University of Rhode Island, studying rocks, geology, Jason Zamini. And just a quick word about this year, and we had such a late start for Jazz Band. I don't think we really started rehearsing until March. We usually start in October. And everybody just came in on that first rehearsal. We were right here on stage. We're wearing masks. We're socially distant. We can only play for a certain amount of time. Everybody came in. They sat down. We got to work, and they sounded awesome from the first rehearsal. So to everybody up here on the stage, great job this year. It's called Tickle Toe. Lester Young was a legendary tenor saxophonist. He played with the Count Basie Orchestra and was one of the most influential performers on his instrument. Tickle Toe is a swinging chart with a saxophone section feature. And soloist Gavin Alden on tenor saxophone. Tickle Toe. One more time for Gavin Alden on the tenor sax. We do have one more special award to give out tonight. It is the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Again, this comes with another $500 scholarship. And this is in recognition for outstanding achievements in the field of jazz demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, individual creativity. And the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is hereby presented to, and this is where I announce the person's name, but I'm going to talk about him a little bit first. So, he's just an outstanding human being, let alone musician. Going on to study music, taking a path after my own heart. Nothing makes me prouder to have one of my own students decide to go on and study music. And I know a lot of music teachers, and they say, I don't care if my students go on to study music or not. I just want them to have a love of music. And I'm like, well, if you don't care about them going on to study music in college, you think their math teacher's going to care? No. I care. And it means a lot. And he's just a tremendous individual. And no matter what I ask him to do, he's like, yes. If I give him a correction, he's like, okay. And he takes it to heart, and he takes it seriously, and he works on it, he practices, and he makes it better. And I couldn't ask anything more from this year's Louis Armstrong Jazz Award recipient, Corey Woolley. I just have a couple thank yous. I know I did a lot of talking tonight. Thanks for sticking with me. First of all, to all the administration at New Milford Public Schools. Without them, we wouldn't be sitting here on stage, and what a job they've done this year. You couldn't pay me enough money to be in those seats, but we thank them so much for all they do. I know Mr. Best is somewhere here in the audience. We thank him for being here tonight. Let's give him a big round of applause. Out there in the booth working the lights and sound. Thank you very much, Mr. Donahue. All the parents and staff that are here and kept supporting music and seeing it through and coming here tonight and supporting all the hard work that these kids have put into it. I can't thank you enough. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. Give yourselves a round of applause. And finally, most of all, to all my students in orchestra, all my students in jazz band, all my students in band, all my students in music theory and music appreciation and everything, just for the perseverance that they have shown this year. For us to sit up here on stage and do what we're doing before you is no short of I can't say the word I want to say. It's a miracle. It is amazing. And it's not because of me, it's because of them. It's because of them and what they did and are doing right before your eyes tonight. And they will continue to do in the future, because that's the kind of people they are. They all deserve a big round of applause. We got one more number for you. It's fast, it's fun, it's by Bill Chase. It's time to get it on!